Australia supports labour mobility interests. Leaders air concern on gender-based violence. And the annual Morobeh show moved to September. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Natasha Rovoy. Thank you for joining us. A welcome dinner was hosted yesterday evening by the Minister for Education, Lucas Dekena, and Prime Minister James Marape for delegates of the Conference of Education Ministers meeting.
Minister for Education Lucas Dekena said the welcome dinner signifies the bonds of Pacific leaders in education.
Our discussions, collaborations, and decisions over the course of 2025 CPAM will have lasting impacts on generations to come. Whether we come from nations that are developing, developed, or emerging, we all share one common goal: to create an education system that equips all our children and youth with the skills, knowledge, and values they need to thrive in a rapidly changing world.
The co-host of 2025 CPAM stressed on the importance of Pacific culture and traditions in education.
We cannot build an education system for the Pacific without ensuring that the very essence of our histories, our traditions, and our ways of knowing are deeply embedded in our learning and research. As we move forward, we must ask ourselves, who are we preparing our students to be? The 21st century Pacific learner is not simply a passive recipient of knowledge, but a resilient problem solver, one who must navigate an uncertain world shaped by climate disruptions, technological revolutions, and shifting economic landscapes.
Prime Minister James Marape, in his keynote address, said Papua New Guinea aims to be fully developed.
I would like to acknowledge that we have so much cultural diversity here, and we thrive in the diversity. Since 1975, we remain unbroken in our democracy. We remain unbroken in our democracy. Our strength lies in the diversity we have. And so we've upheld this year. We'll be celebrating our 50th year of nationhood. And I want to thank you all for coming by and joining us in our lead up to our 50th year. And right through next year, our 50th year programs will run in some of the resets that we want to do for our country. Looking in the hindsight, how we've come 50 years, and for us, this generation to cast.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Papua New Guinea is seeking requirements on capacity building and skill set from Australia to incorporate EMTV and vocational schools in the country. This is to enable young Papua New Guineans secure jobs in Australia.
Sydney and so forth, and I think of Richard Clapton.
Following the Conference of Pacific Education Ministers closed-door roundtable discussions this morning, the Education Minister Lucas Dekena revealed through a press conference that Papua New Guinea is looking at building capacities at vocational and TVET in the country through labour mobility requirements by Australia.
Which would be recognised in Australia, so that a lot of our young people who want to or wish to go and seek employment down in Australia would have the required skill sets to go and find employment down there.
Australia's first Assistant Secretary of Foreign Affairs and Trade said the discussions between Papua New Guinea and Australia is aimed at strengthening and uplifting PNG's education and training systems, and also having more Papua New Guineans accessing education in Australia.
As the Minister said, we've been talking about how Australia can support PNG government's education and training priorities. We know that PNG is a very resource-rich country, but your most valuable resource will always be your people, and particularly your young people. So the more opportunities we can create for them, the better education outcomes, the better skills outcomes, the better employment outcomes that will ensure that PNG is able to make the most use of its valuable resource.
She further revealed that Australia has welcomed its first early childhood workers from Papua New Guinea under the Pacific Australia Labour Mobility Scheme.
14 Papua New Guineans who are now living and working in the Northern Territory and really making absolutely valuable contribution to our rural and regional economies. But as part of their employment, the Australian government is supporting them to upgrade their early childhood skills to a diploma. So when they come back to Papua New Guinea, they'll come back with even more skills as well as experience working in Australia.
Ms. Arton said Australia is committed to supporting PNG's labour mobility interests. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
A woman recently found guilty of murder escapes just days after being convicted by the National Court in Lae.
Bumo Prison Commander Chief Superintendent Michael Wundia has confirmed that a woman found guilty by the National Court last week has escaped and on the run while taken out on a work party. After being sentenced for 16 years imprisonment on Tuesday last week, Lillian Luce from Yanguru, Sausia in East Sepik escaped 2 days after at around 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. on Thursday the same week. The search is now on for the woman's recapture as police have been alerted. Chief Commander Wundia further confirmed that the prison officer responsible for having her out on work party is under investigation and to face disciplinary actions.
The officer who took the female detainee out from the compound for work party is already been investigated. His fees is suspended for 14 days.
He then cautioned all other prison officers to perform a security risk assessment of a prisoner diligently to avoid such instances. Meanwhile, attempts to get comment from the Lae Police Department at this time was unsuccessful. Jessica Nui, National EMTV News, Lae.
3 individuals were formally charged in connection with an armed robbery that occurred in Jupiter Club in Port Moresby on the September 18, 2024.
The accused, Joshua Petsilahai, 21, Gawi Joe, 25, and Daniel Caleb Senginel, 26, appeared before the Waigani Communal Court today, where they were informed of the charges against them. The charges include 2 counts of armed robbery pursuant to Section 386, Subsection 1 and Subsection 2 A, B and C of the PNG Criminal Code Act, and 1 count of unlawful use of a motor vehicle under Section 383, Subsection 2 of the same Act. The suspects are alleged to have participated in the robbery, during which they stole various items, including alcohol and cash, and violently held up security guards and club employees. Although the accused denied knowing each other and claimed they were arrested separately, police evidence shows they were seen together at the crime scene. The court remanded them to Bomana Correctional Institute, where they will remain until their next court appearance in the coming month for a hearing. James Guken, National EMTV News.
Nella Kelly, a 35-year-old woman from Manari Village, Hirikoyari District, was released from Bomana Correctional Service Institute after spending 7 months in detention.
The decision came after Magistrate Paul Nee quashed the charges against her, citing insufficient evidence to proceed with the case. Kelly, who had been accused of defrauding a local government official in a fake check scam, expressed gratitude to the court for the ruling. In her statement, she acknowledged that the 7 months in detention had been a transformative period for her, helping to save her life in unexpected ways. James Guken, National EMTV News.
The annual Morobe show has been moved forward to September to coincide with Papua New Guinea's 50 years independence celebration. This was announced by the Morobe Provincial Agriculture Society.
The Morobe Show is usually held in October every year, but the decision to move it forward to September is a significant move to honor the country's 50th anniversary. This will be the 62nd event of the show, and the theme for this year is 50 Years Forward. Public Relations Councillor for Morobe Show, Eri Egimbari, gave an insight on what to expect in the event.
And also small to medium enterprises, apart from commercial entities that make our show, which is Coca-Cola, Trukai and Ramu Sugar, and this year won't be any different. But with our show attraction, we have our main attractions that always lure the crowd, and that is our daredevil skydiving that comes into the showground arena. We also have the motocross bike riders that come in from Australia.
Mr. Egimbari said preparations are currently underway and tickets will go on sale soon.
Our ticket prices will be released in a few weeks' time, where members of the public whom are interested to visit can purchase their tickets ahead of time. Also for those who are looking at getting stalls and participating in the various programs from our main arena.
He further said the domestic tourism has been huge in recent shows, but they are now targeting international tourism for the 2025 event.
Looking to visit the Morobe province, we have great packages that for visitors to come into the country, and also through domestic tourism. Any Guinea has good tourist packages for them to come to the Morobe show. A tourist package would include the airfares, accommodation and transfers to the show itself.
Mr. Egimbari thanked major sponsors such as Coca-Cola, Trukai and others for their continued sponsorship of the event. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Attention all students, parents and schools. The Smart Start School promotion is back for 2025. Your school could win a school grant worth 44,000 kina. Here's how. Collect 3 empty packets of Smart Start breakfast biscuits, write your name, number and school on an envelope, put the empty packets inside and drop them into an entry box at a registered school. The school with the highest number of valid entries in each region wins. 1,000 consolation prizes are also up for grabs. Register your school now with Paradise Foods Limited. Smart Start breakfast biscuit, proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, However you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. From the pasta, the white sauce. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Australia is in the process of implementing the new Pacific Engagement Visa program this year.
One of the last men standing, of course, we lost.
The first Assistant Secretary of Australia's Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade said the Pacific Engagement Visa initiated this year will give Papua New Guineans immediate access to Australia's education systems.
We're in the process of implementing that program in the first year. Really valuable visa for Papua New Guineans who receive that visa. They come down to Australia, they can bring their families, and they have immediate access to Australia's education system at the primary level, the secondary level, at the tertiary level. Those visa holders will receive the same government student loans and supports that Australians receive. So another opportunity to really enhance our education partnership.
She said the unskilled and skilled professionals can apply for the visa.
So again, we want to use our education and training support to really empower Papua New Guineans to take full advantage of all of the opportunities that are open to them, both here in Papua New Guinea but also overseas, including in Australia.
Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The senior executive management team of the NCD Provincial Health Authority has confirmed that Gero General Hospital in Port Moresby is now open for public service. The hospital had been temporarily closed for 1 week due to flooding caused by the recent heavy rainfall. The hospital was temporarily closed following heavy downpour that resulted in flooding of the main hospital building and surrounding areas. The floodwaters caused backflow from toilets, and the areas in and around the hospital became unsanitary for both patients and staff. The NCD Provincial Health Authority now advised that the hospital facility has undergone thorough cleaning and decontamination by the Inspection and Prevention Control and Hygiene teams. After a comprehensive assessment by both the management and the board, it has been deemed safe to resume services. It was noted that a detailed inventory of medical equipment damaged during the flood has been compiled, and divisional heads have assessed the losses which have been reported to senior executive management. In the meantime, the entry points affected by the flood will be repaired using concrete and bricks with careful monitoring and redirection of water flow to the main drainage system. The Director of Curative Health Services, Dr. Michael Dokup, said that the hospital will continue to be monitored by the NCDC Building Boards, PNG Power Limited, and the PNG Fire Service inspection teams to ensure its safety for both staff and patients. He added that the development of health clinical standards will also conduct a survey of the building. This assessment will be updated following consideration by the boards and management. He said this is to prevent any future recurrence of such significant damage to the facility. From a recent partnership with the National Department of Health, ExxonMobil PNG Limited provided a funding grant of more than 570,000 kina to support training for malaria microscopists and clinicians from 14 districts across 10 provinces in the country. The funding also covered the purchase of new digital malaria microscopes for participants to take back to their districts. The 5-day intensive training held from the 3rd to the 7th of March was organized by the National Malaria Control Program and facilitated by certified trainers from the World Health Organization. This was the first of several trainings planned for malaria microscopists from the districts. The training was aimed to promote high-quality health service delivery through accurate microscopy-based diagnostic services in support of malaria case management and elimination regimes. As it is, malaria remains one of the most serious public health issues and is a leading cause of illness and death in Papua New Guinea. The National Department of Health has been working to improve malaria diagnosis and treatment, along with high-quality patient care, to achieve its ultimate target of malaria elimination by 2030. Executive Manager for Disease Control and Surveillance at the National Department of Health, Dr. Peniel Boas, thanked ExxonMobil PNG on behalf of the department, stating that this training was timely as malaria cases have been rapidly increasing in the country, and the department has been looking at new strategies to combat the disease. He said previously their focus was on prevention using insecticide-treated bed nets. With developments like this, they are now looking at combining intervention methods like treated bed nets and improved diagnosis and treatment. Ward 11 in Marmar local level government on Lihir Island in New Island province has opened its duo 8-post facilities in Zuen and Kunyaya communities. This took place on Saturday, the 15th of March 2025. Expressing gratitude for the vital structures, Chairman for Health and Ward 11 Councillor Kaminiel Momon said the communities Zuen and Kunai have always find it difficult to walk and travel long distances to seek medical attention. But now, his people will only walk a 100-meter distance to the nearest aid post.
Lo implementation belum long work. Long housing now to by 3 post. Now by come up Lihir secondary, plenty all beginning we only school long up, bali mas staff solo school, nakasim service. So all people from Mitu only amamas, Mitu ni amamas.
He added by alluding to future plans for the island.
I got na plan, I'm Lihir secondary 8 posts now I'm close to time by Kirap 2 Bali built na feel long Punaye Lol youth na 4-in-1 classroom not Zuen primary na teacher's house.
The total cost for the duo 8-post facilities is 1.6 million kina. That included an 8-post, an ablution block, and a nurse house and fencing for both Kunyai and Zuen 8-post projects. Now we take a look at the Nesfan market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2469 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2394 US, 0.3724 Australian dollars, 0.2115 euro, and 35.40 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, Copper closed unchanged, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed unchanged. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream, Gullah Cone Ice Creams, Gullah Stick Ice Creams, and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams. Gullah, Gullah, yum.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's One-Talk Wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's One-Talk Wallet. Money made easy.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
Everything business Blomindo. Okay, boss Blomi, Kaikei Blomi.
From Hatok Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. In a show of unity today in Parliament, the opposition and government leaders joined the call to effectively address gender-based violence in Papua New Guinea.
While acknowledging women's role in the society, the opposition leader Douglas Tumuriesa calls for effective action to address gender-based violence.
Important role in all aspects of society. They are caregivers, mothers, leaders, entrepreneurs, and even activists in some extent. They are a pillar of families and pillar in communities at large. Women play or make significant contributions to the world and continue to break down barriers to achieve equality. Women performs the roles of wives.
He explained the areas to address this issue.
Respect of women must start at home, Madam Speaker. Men must play a pivotal role at home to show our sons to respect our girls and mothers at home. Women must be given special attention at home that will influence our sons in their approach to how they see women and girls. Madam Assistant Speaker, we talk too much about women's rights, but our action to protect and promote our women is yet to be seen in its serious form. If government is serious with this, it must now enact a special restraint to call to all men nationwide from being abusive with mistreatment of women.
Highlighting women's role in the society, Mr. Tumuriesa urged all men to respect women and girls, starting from their homes, a call the Prime Minister shared similar sentiments too.
Madam Assistant Speaker, tougher law against violence of women. Today, Governor Bear did indicate to us that a law we passed 2 years ago is now being exercised by the judiciary. I've received advice that tougher laws must be passed still. There's room for us to increase tougher laws against those who exercise any form of violence against our women. We must pass in this Parliament before September 16 and right up to September 16. My second recommendation is free education for all our women. Studies show that a society with educated women yields national dividend. Society prospers.
Police Minister and member for Bougainville Peter Tiamalili Jr. also supported the call and requested the government for a special help for his women in autonomous region of Bougainville.
Aston Madam Speaker, Mikisin bisla time long, askim government bloy me, chairman go pass law disla tok long gender equality, long look long extra special care long all mama blomi, now all pikini Mary blomi blo Bougainville. Whether it's through education, give me good portion long institutions blow you pla. Whether it be through long or scholarship blow you may give more special scholarship long or students blow you me. Whether I'm long healthcare, you may give him special attention long healthcare, particularly in the education space.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the member for Yanguru Sausia, Richard Maru, has called on the recruitment of more police women in the district to deal with gender-based violence. He made this call during the debate on Parliament.
The member for Yanguru Sausia, Richard Maru, said there should be a systematic approach to address the gender-based violence.
We must have a systematic approach to this. Like Sepuka we must institutionalize the system and set up to deal with the incidents. And very, very important. Be like strong talk. Number two, people over there got safe house law 1 district. So any incidents, all both many law safe house by ringing police, we walk on the police and we will deal with them.
He said to recruit more police women as they are women too and will know how to deal with this issue.
One member going down to our district and put him system na set up to deal with this like incidents. I support the chairman and the parliamentary committee. We cannot next 5 years have the number continue to increase. We must show in progress in the reduction blow number of incidents.
Mr. Maru further urged all men to respect all women in the society. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The National Fisheries Authority announced the launch of its groundbreaking Fisheries Automated Resources Information System. This system is designed to revolutionize fisheries management in Papua New Guinea.
The system is a comprehensive single-window software solution. National Fisheries Authority's Managing Director Justin Ilakini emphasized that the launch is a vital step in the government's digital transformation strategy, connecting existing digital infrastructure with other government services to create a cohesive one-stop solution for citizens. Ferry's solution consists of a suite of integrated modules, enabling NFA to manage fisheries licensing controls, compliance, and accountability effectively. The initial launch in Brisbane features two critical modules. Firstly, the Managing Director's financial dashboard, providing near real-time insights into NFA's financial position through a direct data feed from the Bank of South Pacific. This information will be accessible by the Managing Director at any time via a laptop, PC, and mobile devices. The second module is the New Era in Marine Observation Small Craft Tracking Solution. The module displays all current vessel positions from the VMS data within the PNG EEZ and beyond, including position and situational data from NFA's supplied NEMO units in near real time. According to the critical timeline of the ferry software rollout, all the ferries modules are scheduled to be operational by December 2025, and this in itself is a significant milestone achievement in the space of the government's ICT transformation agenda as the country celebrates its 50 years of independence. James Guken, National EMTV News.
The Wapenamanda District Development Authority has assisted in the construction of the Bahan Footbridge in the Londo Ward 16 of the SAC local level government. Londo Ward 16 spokesperson and primary school teacher Stephen Sopial sincerely acknowledged the Wapenamanda District Development Authority in allocating the much-needed funds for the construction of this rural infrastructure that will provide easy access to communities like Waimin and Yanga over the fast-flowing Topak River. Sopial said that previously the people were denied access to basic health and education service as these vital services were only accessible through their only footbridge, which was washed away by heavy flooding of Topak River. The Wapenamanda District Development Authority project engineer Kent Komba recently visited the Bahan Footbridge construction site and assured the people that the project will be completed as scheduled. The Sac Valley constituency is made up of 16 council wards, sharing provincial border with Tambul district in the Western Highlands province and land boundaries with the Kandap and Wabek districts. The Wapenamanda district is made up of the SAC local level government and the Wapenamanda local level government, respectively. And now moving to overseas news, Israel has carried out at least 35 airstrikes on Gaza. That is according to the Palestinians' several emergency service.
These are the largest airstrikes since the January the 19th ceasefire began. The Israeli army hasn't provided details about the strikes, but says it's ordered restrictions on civilian activity near the enclave. Witnesses have told Reuters news agency that 3 houses were hit in Deir al-Bala in central Gaza, a building in Gaza City, and targets in Khan Yunis and Rafah. The escalating violence comes amid disagreements between Israel and Hamas on how to sustain the 3-phase ceasefire. Arab mediators backed by the United States haven't been able to resolve differences between the two parties in talks held over the past fortnight.
U.S. President Donald Trump has warned Iran that it will face the consequences for further attacks by the Houthi group hit back in Yemen.
On social media, Mr. Trump said from now on, every shot fired by the Houthis will be viewed as being fired by the Iranian leadership. Houthi rebels previously said they'll meet escalation with escalation after U.S. airstrikes killed more than 50 people. The Pentagon says the campaign against the Houthis will be relentless if they continue to target U.S. ships in the Red Sea.
Firing at U.S. military personnel in the region and shooting at our ships and shooting at our drones and putting American lives at risk is not a good way to end this conflict. the Houthis could stop this tomorrow if they said, we're going to stop shooting at your people. But they've clearly chosen not to do that. And so this campaign will be relentless.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Banking used to mean long trips, endless queues, and piles of paperwork. But now, BSP's one-talk wallet means no waits, no forms, no fuss. No BSP account needed. Just dial *131# to access your money wherever, whenever. Send, receive funds, withdraw cash at an ATM without a bank card, pay for school fees, and make top-up purchases safely and securely. BSP's one-talk wallet. Money made easy.
Join me every Thursday night as Sportscene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes on Auckland. Now an NRL team based here.
To create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching.
All the younger ones should follow.
Sportscene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Chukai Sports.
Welcome to Chukai Sports. Athletics PNG has announced a 38-member team for the 2025 Pacific Mini Games in Palau.
According to a statement, the squad includes 19 male athletes, 13 female athletes and 6 para-athletes. Additionally, 10 athletes have not yet met the selection criteria but show strong potential and have been provisionally selected and given more time to qualify. As part of the PNG Olympic Committee and Pacific Games selection process, all sports were required to submit their selections to the Justification Committee last month. Selections were based on 2024 competition results and the latest assessments of training commitment. However, all selected athletes must maintain their commitment and meet performance standards in lead-up competitions during April and May. Athletics PNG President Tony Green highlighted that the addition of mixed 4x400 meter relay to the competition schedule will place greater demands on the sprint squad, and the number of athletes selected reflects this. Athletics PNG affirmed that Brett Green will serve as head coach for the team, with Subul Babu as head coach for sprints, hurdles and relays. Dokas Pilokos will oversee throws, and assistant coaches include Nelson Stone, Mike Smith and Sapola Yao. Sharon Atua will be the assistant manager, while the team manager appointment is expected to be confirmed soon. President Tony Green stated that the team preparations are progressing well, with many PNG-based athletes training at the National Sports Institute in Goroka. However, securing sufficient funding for final preparations remain an ongoing priority. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
The final two men's bets at the International Rugby League World Cup 2026 to be played in Australia and Papua New Guinea will be decided in Northern and Southern Hemisphere playoff matches later this year. Australian Rugby League Commission will host the Southern Hemisphere playoffs alongside the Pacific Championships, whilst France will be hosting the Northern playoffs. Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
EMTV News A Closer Look returns for 2025, the current affairs program that brings to you weekly insights for the latest on education, health, business, politics,
I just want to make that clear.
Sports, and more. A closer look every Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports, and now moving to overseas sports. In NRL, Canberra Raiders player Hudson Young and Morgan Smithies have avoided suspensions, with the NRL finding the duo for their Las Vegas brawls earlier this month.
The pair came to blows in an elevator after a mix-up over their hotel room, and reportedly an inflatable baseball bat was involved. The breach notice has recommended a $2,500 fine, suspended for 12 months. The club has opted not to issue their own sanctions. Canberra's Sebastian Chris is happy his teammates weren't suspended and will play this Sunday against Manly.
I guess we'll take that if it's just a fine, yeah. What I saw was very professional. They were able to separate what was going on outside the building in the training field and able to switch on when they come in here and know that they got a job to do.
North Melbourne Justin Archer will face the AFL tribunal for an incident that left Bulldogs defender Luke Cleary unconscious.
The Roos are challenging the three-match ban handed down by the MRO for the clash that saw Archer's knee make contact with Cleary's head. Hawthorn is also challenging Jack Scrimshaw's three-match ban, and Richmond is looking to overturn Tom Lynch's one-match suspension.
Socceroos midfielder Jackson Irvin says the side is becoming more familiar with new coach Tony Popovich ahead of a crucial World Cup qualifier in Sydney.
The second-place Socceroos are just 1 point ahead of Indonesia in their World Cup qualifying group. A win will go a long way to securing automatic qualification for next year's World Cup in the US, Canada and Mexico, with just 4 qualifying games remaining. Ahead of Popovich's 5th game as coach, Jackson says the team is feeling calm.
We've definitely got a sense of calmness and confidence here in what we're trying to do, that we're building on something really positive. Of course, you know, the results in the last camp weren't exactly what we wanted, but the performances in the main were very good, and it feels like we're definitely moving in the right direction.
And that ends Chukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports. Chukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Attention all students, parents and schools. The Smart Start School promotion is back for 2025. Your school could win a school grant worth 44,000 kina. Here's how. Collect 3 empty packets of Smart Start breakfast biscuits, write your name, number and school on an envelope, put the empty packets inside and drop them into an entry box at a registered school. The school with the highest number of valid entries in each region wins. 1,000 consolation prizes are also up for grabs. Register your school now with Paradise Foods Limited. Smart Start breakfast biscuit, proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Kids, I'm Steffi. Join me on Kids Corner for story time, simple and creative arts and crafts, career corner, nature time, field trips, and not forgetting our cartoons and children entertainment shows. Join me every weekdays from 3:30 to 5:30 for Kids Corner on your number one to watch, MTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may only man no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
Now looking at the weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, sunny then becoming cloudy with thunderstorms and moderate showers, rain drizzles tonight. Daru, sunny to cloudy evening with few showers and drizzles. Kerema, sunny then cloudy with evening moderate showers, rain and possible thunderstorms. Alotau, partly cloudy with few evening showers and thunderstorms. And Popondetta, cloudy with few evening showers, rain and thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Ley City, partly cloudy with evening showers, rain drizzles and possible thunderstorms. Medang, cloudy with few showers and rain. We were cloudy with few showers and rain, and Vanimo, partly cloudy with few evening showers and rain drizzles. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, partly cloudy with brief showers then fine tonight. Kavieng, sunny to partly cloudy evening. Kokopo and Rabaul, partly sunny to cloudy evening with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe, partly sunny to cloudy evening with moderate showers, rain and thunderstorms. Buka, mostly sunny to partly cloudy evening with brief showers. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with moderate showers, rain and thunderstorms. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa, overcast with frequent showers, rain and thunderstorms. And Mendi, Tari and Wabek, mostly cloudy with afternoon rain, rain showers and thunderstorms. Moving on to small ships forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island to Kerema to Yule Island to Hood Point, seas 0.5 to 1.0 meters. Waters of Hood Point to Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milimbe Islands, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Hoenn Gulf to Fincha Fen, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Fincha Fen to VTA Strait to Siasi Long Island to Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands to New Island, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Bougainville to East and West New Britain, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And waters of Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Now looking at the ocean forecast, Coral Sea, seas slight to moderate, northwest to northeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Solomon Sea, seas smooth to slight, northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas moderate, easterly tending southeast winds of 15 to 20 knots. And the Pacific Ocean, seas moderate to fresh, easterly winds of 15 to 25 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Tuesday, the 18th of March, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next. At 7 p.m., Auseno. 7:30 p.m., Al Fishing with Me. 8 p.m., Top Fishing News Headlines. Followed by McLeod's Daughter. 9 p.m., Paramedics. 10 p.m., Lavi Tolisti. 11 p.m. National MTV News Replay, and 12 a.m. Stop Suffering. Only on your number one to watch, MTV.